My daughter was going up to my mother, or telling my mom for the past 4 months, and my brother, that he had been making advances on her, and that she finally stood up to him because her younger sister was being bullied in school, and she was showing her, look, this is what you do. You got to stand up to him and tell him that, no, it's not right. And this is the outcome.
That is Sadie Rodriguez. Her daughter, Shayna Fisher, was killed in last Friday's Texas school shooting. Since Rodriguez has shed light on her daughter's relationship with the shooter, many media outlets have run headlines blaming the shooting spree on the 16-year-old's rejection of the suspect's advances. By using this information in an effort to explain the shooter's motivation, media outlets wind up shifting the blame away from the shooter himself and instead onto the young girl he victimized, implying that her reluctance to give in or be nicer to the boy makes her somehow culpable for the 10 lives that were lost, including her own.
Many of the residents we've spoken to here saying it's not about guns, it's about inclusion and getting to know your neighbors. That was a message over the weekend at a community potluck. They say that is the answer to stopping these school shootings.
So the conversation around stopping school shootings does not include gun control or addressing toxic masculinity and its emphasis on violence, but rather teaching girls to be nicer to boys with aggressive tendencies so that they won't get shot and killed. We have seen this storyline over and over. Violence happens against women must have been the women's fault, or at the very least, there's one woman to blame. We need our female scapegoat. When the Santa Barbara shooter went on his killing spree, his rejection by beautiful girls dominated the news cycle as the explanation for the 6 lives he took. Or earlier this month, when the Golden State Killer was caught, headlines reading, Golden State Killer possibly motivated by breakup with fiance, or ex-fiance who broke his heart sparked his rape and murder spree. What is the message that we are sending young girls and women here? That if you rebuff or break up with a man, you run the risk of being killed or of driving him to kill others? That to ensure your safety and the safety of others, it is your duty to be kind to those who make you feel unsafe, or stay with a man who is unstable and threatening? We are removing the culpability from these murderers and telling girls and women that it is their responsibility to make sure that they don't get shot and killed. Shayna Fisher stood up to a man whose aggressive advances made her uncomfortable, as all women should do. Her actions did not lead to her death or the deaths of her classmates. The shooter, a 17-year-old who had access to a gun, might I add, is the only person to blame for this horrific tragedy. Let's stop blaming women for the truth that we are too afraid to confront, and hold the men and the organizations that enable them accountable. Be sure to share this video to stop this pattern of victim blaming. Follow me at Hannah Cranston, and as always, thanks for watching TYT.